So with the move on SPY today, I went ahead and I took advantage of that huge pop-up and ended up rolling my call out a couple more days to pick up some more premium. Hello my friends, this is Legend. So today I ended up rolling that call that I had. Now, just to rewind a little bit, I had a call out there that was to expire on Thursday. And let's take a look at my orders to show you what I mean. All right, here we are on my orders. And the one at the bottom is the oldest. Right here is my 670 call that I did sell on SPY. And you can see that that is worth 100 shares. And I had a total of one contract. Now, I earned $105 for selling that call. And if I slide over here, you can see that I did open this on April the 2nd. And I had this call for an expiration of April the 9th. Okay, so that earned me $105. And that put my strike at 670. Okay, and at the time it was running around 650 something, right? Well, come Monday, I ended up rolling that same call. This one was to expire on that 9th, which is a Thursday, okay? And I ended up on Monday rolling that call from the 9th out to the 10th. So only moved it up one day. So from a Thursday out to this coming Friday, and that picked me up another 60 bucks right there, just rolling it one day. Now, I kept with the same strike at that 670 to 670, okay? Now, remember, I own these shares at 668, so I am selling my calls above my cost basis. So therefore, if the price of SPY did pop above it, I'm not worried about having to take a loss because you never know what the market will do. And a perfect example of this is today. Because look at this. Yesterday, it closed at 659.22. Today, it opened all the way up here at 676.39. What a pop up for the day. Wow, right? Now remember, I've got that call to sell my shares at 670. And the current price being 676 means that my shares are in jeopardy of being taken away at 670. And they can be taken away early, or it could go all the way up to expiration. And if SPY stays above 670, my shares could be called away. But since I purchased them at 668, I am not worried about it. Because if they are taken away, I not only made that premium, but I also will make $2 in price appreciation from that 668 to a 670 sell. And with that $2 difference times 100 shares, there's $200 more in my pocket. Now, what will the market do now? Who knows, right? This thing popped up so high, it could end up coming back down. So therefore, today I decided to take advantage of this huge pop-up. So let's go back to my order form, and you can see right here, there is that call that I bought back, and that was for the 10th, right? And that was the 670 strike. And I ended up rolling this one. As you can see, I rolled it from that April 10th out to April 14th. That 10th, that's a Friday, and April 14th, Tuesday of next week. So I rolled this one out 2 more business days, and I was able to pick up another $106. But on top of that, I actually ended up rolling it up in price as well from 670, and I rolled it up to 671. So now if SPY closes above 671 by that expiration date, then I will make price appreciation between the 671 and 668. And that's $300 in my pocket. Now, since SPY is above 671, yes, I could be called away at any time. It does not have to go to expiration. I am on the hook to sell my shares at 671. I doubt that it will get exercised early, but that is always an option, right? But currently I now have my option at 671 strike for April 14th. And like I said, I just pocketed another $106. Now, if SPY does end up coming on down, as you can see, it is coming down a little bit on the after hours, but I mean, goodness, we jumped $16 just today, and that's 2.5% up for the day. So it could cool off, but nothing is guaranteed, right? This thing could just keep on going, but I think it's probably going to end up cooling off, especially after that huge pop up, as I would imagine there's a lot of people that's going to be taking profit at that point who did own those shares. But again, there's also the people who are going to buy in with a little bit of the FOMO, the fear of missing out, because of this huge pop. They'll end up buying, and that's why I think the next day or so, this thing might pull back a little bit to scare those guys out to sell, take a loss, and then it may take back off again. But who knows? It could come on back down. We never know what it's going to do. So that's why when it did this huge pop up, I did go ahead, take advantage of that jump to make a little bit more premium and to also be able to raise up my strike. Now, could I have moved my strike up to like 675 or something so that I would end up getting a total of $700 in price appreciation if it did close above it? Well, yes, I could have, but I didn't because I want that premium. I want the guaranteed money. The premium is guaranteed. Rolling it up to 675 or something like that and still keeping it within next week, I could have made a little bit of premium, but the majority of that win would be if it did close above that 675 if I did roll it out that far. But again, that's not guaranteed. If SPY pulls back, then I could be sitting at 675 and SPY would be sitting around 670. I made small premium, but I did have the potential of making more in price appreciation. But of course, the price appreciation is not guaranteed, but the premium is. So I'll take the premium since I don't know what the market is going to do. But with that huge pop up today, I just could not resist to try to get a little extra premium. And I did. I made an extra $100 in that premium. And if it pulls back, I'll be sitting pretty nice. If it continues to move on up, then so be it. And who knows, I might be selling my shares at 671. But I'm okay with that because I do own them at 668, and therefore I will make price appreciation. And that's why you do not sell calls below your cost unless that is part of your plan to take a loss on that, because you never know what the market's going to do. It does not have to move smoothly. As you can see, it can jump quite dramatically, even on SPY. So as you can see, I made 105 plus 60 plus 106. That's $271 on the shares of SPY that was just sitting there while I was waiting for the price of SPY to go back up. And now that it has, if it can come back down just a little bit, I might continue to roll this one. But if not, I'm okay with letting them go, take that price appreciation and the premium that I have earned so far and move on forward. So super excited about today. Love making $100. And in this case, it was $100 for just rolling it out 2 business days. Not too bad at all. And it's a way to make some extra money on shares that you already own. So I think I'm going to wrap it up right there. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, as it would be much appreciated. And as always, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before you get into any stock plays. And until next time, Legend out.